What's up, everybody? William the Creator here, and today I'm doing a special video on my opinion on the movie trailer of a movie called Weapons. Yes, I seen the trailer. I can't do trailers on my channel because somehow every time I do a trailer, it's always copyright. Unless I find a way to avoid the algorithm of copyrights, and I can actually post trailers again like I did when I started my channel. I would, but Weapons here comes out on August 8th, a day after my birthday. My birthday's on August 7th, which is Thursday, so I am definitely watching this on my birthday. But Weapons is directed by the guy named Zach Cregger, and he directed the movie called Barbarian. If you haven't seen Barbarian, go find a way to watch that movie. It was on Max when it came out during COVID, and it should be out probably still on Max, or you can find it on Fandango, Vudu to rent, or somewhere. It's not on DVD yet. That's the one movie that when it came out digitally, it never made it to DVD at all for some damn reason. I'm still waiting for a physical copy release of that movie Barbarian so I can buy it and then add it to my horror movie collection that's right over here, which you guys cannot see, which, is a big collection of horror movies. I collect a lot of horror movies. Over there's my superheroes. Horror. Alright? Okay. Weapons. This is Zach Cregger's second film, because next year is the third film he's making. This is the reboot remake of Resident Evil, which he came out a while back and said that this Resident Evil reboot remake is going to be a follow-up to the Resident Evil 7 video game. So he wanted to make it more scarier, more creepy, and I'm in for it because I love Resident Evil 7. I love Resident Evil 8 The Village. Those were good games. I'm waiting for the ninth one because we know at the end of 8 that the next character is going to be going into the ninth one, so I can't wait for it. But Weapons here is technically a movie about a small community where at 2:17 p.m., at 2:17 a.m. in the morning, a whole bunch of kids from one classroom, this one lady classroom, who's being played by an actress named Julia, who's playing the female Silver Surfer from in the next Fantastic Four movie. All the kids in the classroom disappears. They ran out the house. They got out of bed, went down the stairs, walked out the house in the middle of the night, and disappeared into the dark, never to be seen again. And we don't know why or where they went. And that's why you see on the poster the kids walking with their arms out, because there's a lot of CCTV. If you saw the teaser for the trailer, the CCTV video shows those kids running through yards and streets with their arms sticking out. It's really creepy. But the parents accused the teacher for the disappearance of the kids. The parents want answers. The principal told the teacher, who was being played by the guy that played Wong in the MCU, told her that she cannot come back and work at the school because there's a bunch of emotional parents that want answers. And Josh Brolin, who played Thanos in the MCU and Cable in Deadpool 2, also is one of the worried parents, and he's going to be doing a bunch of investigation from what I've seen from the trailer to figure out what happened to his son or daughter, one of the two. He has a son or daughter who plays soccer, and he's trying to investigate on his child's disappearance. But through the trailer, you see this woman, the teacher, she's devastated that her class is the only class that all the kids disappear. And then one night, which is a dream sequence, I believe, she walks to the classroom and she sees all the kids in her classroom, all their heads on the desk, and she's like freaking out, getting scared. And one kid way in the back, if you see the pictures that's on the bottom of that poster right there, he raises his head up and you see this clown-looking makeup on his face, and he just starts smiling, and she starts freaking out, waking up from the dream state. And then you see all these creepy ass like screens and shit, like of a woman. Like you see, first you see some scenes that were scary. But first, basically, this is how it goes. After that sequence of the kid bringing his head up, you see scenes of like Josh Brolin doing an investigation. Someone's taking names off the kids' buckets in the classroom. You see rain, house. Then you get into the scary shit. Like you see a dude running from a cop and they get hit by a car, but he's doing the same pose as the kids, but it's the older guy. You see one dude running at the house because he's seen something. You see one dude getting like all these hands on his face, grabbing him. There was another scene, which before, although we see a bunch of kids jumping out a building window, doors, just jumping out and running after somebody, some adult, and it's creepy as hell. And it's so cool, and you just see them running the same pose like that towards them and stuff. It's during the daytime or evening, and it's so cool. You see one woman who has like a birthday cake or candles around her, and she just get lit on fire. You see someone vomiting on someone's face. You see a woman stabbing herself in the neck with a fork, like she's like being possessed or paralyzed or something. Like basically she's being possessed and she's just stabbing herself. And then you see a bunch of all these other imagery that's creepy, and then it leads up to a house with the door open in the middle of the night, and the little girl saying, "This is where it all begins." And then the title comes up as Weapons, like the old school, the old school title sequence at the end for horror movies. It'd be like, "Dun." That came up with the big giant words, red words of weapons, and I'm like, okay, that's old school horror, title sequence right there. I love it. I want it. I want to see this on my birthday. But the movie is, when I saw that trailer, I knew this movie was gonna be good because Jordan Peele has sent his management team after the script was done by Zach Cregger, and he was trying to find a movie company to buy it. So there was a giant bidding war because all these people from the movie company came and read the script. Even Jordan Peele read the script, and he was like, "I want the script." So he sent management team to go out there and get it. Other people sent their teams out there to get it. The people that bought it was New Line Cinema. They bought the script, and other companies were mad. Jordan Peele got so mad he fired his whole management crew. From what I heard, from what I heard, they said this is like one of the scariest movies that's ever been made. Josh Brolin even posted after the trailer came out. He posted the trailer and he said after making this movie and seeing the final touch to it, he said that he never been so scared in his life that this movie is gonna be stuck with them for years after being in it. And I'm like, if Josh Brolin's saying this movie gonna be stuck to him for years after he been in it and filmed, and been acting in it, that means there's something terrifying about this movie, and I just can't wait. And a lot of YouTubers I'm watching that giving their reaction to it and stuff. One YouTuber said something like an evil Pied Piper, like some dude who like played the flute to lure rats out the city, like the folklore or children rhyme. The thing is like some dude playing the flute, luring kids from that one classroom to follow him at night and to do some dark shit. I believe someone said that it could be a social commentary of something about how kids are being turned against their teachers and parents or something like that. Like they're being mind controlled to take down, to hurt their parents or hurt their teachers or something like that. The shit we see in reality. To think that this is kind of like trying to relevate onto that type of that material, which. I mean, I can see that, but at the same time, I think it'd be kind of a little bit too dark if they do that. But at the same time, this is a dark movie. If you watch the trailer, it is really creepy. Another thing that someone says could be the government doing some brainwashing. So it could be some type of MK, some MK type project. I don't know. It could be anything. The trailer still gave nothing away. There might be one more trailer that might give a little bit, but it will still give nothing away. I hope it doesn't, because the first trailer, this trailer they dropped for it this week, I loved it. I wanted to stay that way, and I want to learn nothing more about it. I just want to go in and watch it, because I know from when I seen Barbarian, what people said, the movie started off as one movie, and then there's a twist right in the middle of the climax of the movie, and then twists into a whole nother genre of a movie, and you're like, holy shit. And I'm feeling this was going to happen. There's going to be one whole movie, which is going to take like a horror, and then it's going to switch its genre to something else, and it's going to be like a whole new type of thing that you never knew that was going to happen. Because that's how Zach Cregger does his movies. And he's such a good writer and director that I believe this is going to be one of his best projects. I believe. Besides Resident Evil. If Resident Evil does good, if he does do Resident Evil and it becomes good, then Resident Evil might be his best project. But this here, I can't wait. And plus, I look up the definition of weapons, because people are talking about why is the movie called Weapons. So, in terms of weapons, I saw that weapons has two definitions. One is the weapon we use to kill people with. Like you shoot, you stab, you cut, all that shit. Another term for weapon is you using someone else as a weapon to hurt somebody. So you can basically tell this person, like, hey, I need you to go kill that person. And they'll be like, okay, and they go kill them. So that's what I'm thinking is the kids are being used as weapons to either hurt their teacher, their parents, or something we do not know. Someone else said, I know another theory someone said about the movie, that it could be that the kids are being lured away to be protected by something that the woman, the teacher, who owns the class of all the kids that were missing, have probably done something or summoned something, or she did something, some witchcraft. Because someone mentioned witches, and I'm like, hey, witches could be in this too. It could be anything. This movie could technically be anything involved on why these kids disappear, and why these parents are being attacked, and why there's all this supernatural shit happening. Because there's a scene in the movie where you see someone walking over salt that someone poured in their house, and that's technically a reference to like spiritual energy, like spiritual ghosts, demons, something to lure something evil away. And That's when you know, okay, that's spiritual shit. So this could be some type of supernatural, technically, some supernatural shit going on. But I just had to make a video of this because I really wanted to react to the trailer and show you my reaction to this trailer, but I can't. But I had to tell you, this movie got me excited. I can't wait to watch it on my birthday, and I can't wait for y'all to watch it. And please give this man some credit. Go watch Barbarian and give this man some support, because Zach Cregger, he's becoming a new one of the newest horror directors coming up, just like Ari Aster, Mike Flanagan, Jordan Peele, God, what's the dude that directed Nosferatu? I forgot what his name is, and et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot coming up, and we need more good horror directors. But thank you for seeing this review. I'll see you all in my other one that I'll make. Goodbye. See you all.